All right, this is where we're at now. Got the one head finished and actually put on the engine. It's a 461. It's made out of a 400 block with a longer stroke crankshaft. And probably a little longer rods. It's 30 over with, I got the kit from Butler Performance. Also, this is the valve springs I used. I changed the valve springs and used ARP head bolts. These heads come with springs new. They're supposed to be set up for a roller cam, but the springs that I put on the new heads on them after they're done are set up for this roller cam that I got from Butler. But you can see how the intake ports have these ridges in them that's what I cut out. And I also, I don't know if you can see that little, I don't know if I can set this on there and go like this. This that sticks up down in there. That's actually for a head bolt hole. And then there's these little lumps up here. Them are for the rocker arm cover bolts. I don't know if I showed that in the last one. And then there's actually a lump up above there at the top inside there a little further that you can see. That's for the rocker arm stud, which I haven't put on yet. Oh, this is the head that needs to be, I gotta take the springs off and the valves out and everything and go through and open them up like this. You can see I kind of smoothed out a lot of the ridges and bumps, opened them up more. But I gotta get probably at least one plug for each head that are screw into there. And then I think there was something else I had to get too. But also kind of opened up the push rod holes at the top here for the higher lift rocker arms. So I'm probably running 1/6s instead of the normal 1/5s, or it might be a combination of the both. But this has been, I think I've had the short block together for at least a year now, which the short block consists of just the block down with the heads on it. It would be considered like a long block. That's how, well, like when they sell kits, sometimes you can get complete ones with it up to an intake manifold and maybe extra accessories. But that's what I got done now. Next will be, like I said, tearing this head apart and going through and smoothing everything out and clean it up and put it back together and bolt it on. And then I have to measure probably for push rod lengths. They actually give you a push rod checker with the springs and retainers, and these are the actual lifters that Butler sent with that are matched for the cam. A lot taller than a conventional lifter or a regular hydraulic lifter. Might be able to kind of show on this one. This is the one I took out of the Oldsmobile, that blue head gasket. But this is what a regular hydraulic flat tappet lifter looks like. And this is actually, these are hydraulic roller lifters. But I have to I think I gotta soak them in, I don't know, like some kind of solvent to clean them, and then soak them in a bucket of oil so they get all filled up with oil, or just, and then put them down in. But that's all I have. Thanks for watching.